A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a surprising move that has drawn criticism from both sides of the Canada-US border, US authorities have blocked Canadian access to the Haskell Free Library and Opera House, a unique institution that straddles the international boundary between Quebec and Vermont. This decision has reignited tensions between the two neighboring countries, which have historically enjoyed a cooperative relationship. The Haskell Free Library, built over a century ago, has served as a symbol of friendship and collaboration between Canada and the United States, allowing residents to cross the border with ease to access its resources. However, starting October 1st, Canadians will now be required to go through a formal border crossing to enter the library, a change that has left many residents feeling upset and concerned about the implications for cross-border collaboration. The library, located in Stansted, Quebec, and Derby Line, Vermont, has been a beloved community hub for generations. Its entrance is situated on the U.S. side, allowing Canadian visitors to enter without the need for passports or visas, though they were encouraged to carry documentation. Inside, a line of electrical tape marks the international boundary, with approximately 60% of the building space, including the books, located in Canada. This unique setup has allowed patrons to enjoy the library's resources while simultaneously experiencing a shared cultural space between the two nations. The decision to enforce stricter access regulations comes amid claims from U.S. officials that drug trafficking and smuggling activities have increased in the area, with the Department of Homeland Security stating that criminals were exploiting the library's access points to engage in illicit activities. However, critics argue that the U.S. government has provided no substantial evidence to support these claims. The library has a history of being a peaceful place for community interaction, and many residents feel that the new restrictions undermine the spirit of cooperation that has long defined the relationship between the two countries. In response to the announcement, the town of Stansted released a statement expressing their disappointment, stating that the closure compromises access to a historic symbol of cooperation and weakens the bond between the two nations. Local officials and community members have gathered to protest the decision, emphasizing the importance of the library as a cultural landmark that celebrates the partnership between Canada and the U.S. Senator Peter Welch, a Democratic representative from Vermont, also voiced his concerns, calling the reports of the closure troubling and highlighting the library's significance to the shared cultural heritage of both nations. The emotional impact of this decision has been palpable, with residents from both sides of the border expressing their frustration. During a gathering at the library, Canadian and American citizens came together to voice their opposition to the new rules. Pauline Lucier, a Canadian resident, and Chris Blaze, an American, stood side by side, illustrating the unity that has existed between their communities for generations. Blaze remarked, "A line doesn't separate us. It never has," emphasizing the deep connections that have been fostered over the years. The U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agency confirmed that the new restrictions will only allow library card holders and employees to cross from Canada into the library through the main entrance. For all other Canadians, access will require entering through a back door on the Canadian side, which necessitates traversing a muddy stretch of grass. This change has raised concerns about accessibility, particularly for individuals with disabilities. In light of this, the library has launched a GoFundMe campaign to raise funds for necessary infrastructure improvements, including a new sidewalk and parking lot to accommodate visitors. Local officials, including Stansted Mayor Jody Stone, have expressed their frustration with the decision, stating that it makes little sense given the long-standing relationship between the communities. Despite the challenges posed by the new regulations, Mayor Stone emphasized that the bond between Stansted and Derby Line remains strong, asserting that they will continue to work together as partners and friends. The Haskell Free Library and Opera House has stood as a testament to the friendship between Canada and the United States for over a century. Its closure to Canadian visitors is a stark reminder of the changing dynamics in cross-border relations, as heightened security measures continue to shape the way communities interact. As residents on both sides grapple with the implications of this decision, many hope that the spirit of cooperation that once defined their relationship can be restored, allowing for a return to the days when crossing the border was as simple as a friendly nod and wave. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.